Okay, Senator Kelly, we just take Senator Kelly's.
Thank you, Chairman. I want to welcome Brian and Ed. Like Deputy Tobin, I have reservations myself about the privatisation of the home help service, purely because I suppose once, if it did happen and it was privatised, then you're in a position to set your own price. So things will change from the way they are at the moment. And I also agree with Deputy Tobin in what he says in relation to elderly people. I spent 28 years working with the HSE as a community welfare officer, working with elderly people, assessing them for the fair deal or previous the nursing home subvention that was there beforehand, and it's the last thing they want to do is to go to a nursing home. So I agree that they really do want to stay at home. But if we were to privatise it, I don't fully understand some of the things that you've been saying there. Like, who's going to pay for the home care package to keep them at home, or is it going to be? Is it going to vary from person to person? That maybe some people might get the HSE subsidy of the home care package, and some won't, and some will have to pay, and some won't. I don't fully understand it. I also don't understand how you're coming up with 107 million of savings year on year. You mentioned, or was it 170? Yeah, I'd like you to explain how, if the same number of hours are required out there that you're going to provide, how are you going to save? Do you pay your staff less, or I just can't figure that out at all. Now, I understand you said that there could be a saving of 159 million in the fair deal by keeping people out of nursing homes and care for in the community. I'm wondering, have you penciled in the cost of keeping them in the community in that figure? But are you also suggesting that maybe that some part of the fair deal budget should be maybe opened to be used for keeping people in the home rather than keeping them? Because I would agree with that, because that makes sense. Like, if you can keep somebody for half the price at home, it makes common sense to consider it. And the only final thing that I'm concerned about is, what about the existing home helps that are there employed by the health boards at the HSE at the moment? Are they under threat of losing their jobs if we privatise the whole home help thing? And, is there only out that maybe they might get employed by companies like yourself, or what? I'd just like to get the answers to those questions, please.